Did you know your kidneys have filtered more than 50 million gallons of blood over your lifetime? I'm not exaggerating. That's over half a century of non-stop work. Yet they've never once asked for a thank you. Hello, I'm Dr. Layla Hassan. For more than 25 years, I've cared for patients over the age of 50 here in the United States. And I can tell you this, I've seen far too many people end up in dialysis chairs, wishing they had started taking care of their kidneys earlier, wishing they had trusted the simple gifts nature has given us. Today, I want to share something that may sound almost too simple, but it has the power to change the entire course of your kidney health. I'm talking about everyday fruits. The ones you walk past in your grocery store. They're not just snacks. They are quiet companions, working behind the scenes to keep your kidneys younger, stronger, and sometimes even helping you avoid dialysis altogether. So please, listen closely, because sometimes the most ordinary things carry the most extraordinary power. Number 1. Apples. Have you ever heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away"? Most people smile and think of it as just a cute rhyme. But after more than 2 decades of listening to and caring for patients, I can tell you, it's absolutely true, especially when it comes to kidney health. An apple may look so ordinary, something you toss into your bag and eat in a couple of minutes. But inside, it holds a treasure, especially for those of us over 60. Here's the simple truth. Apples contain a soluble fiber called pectin. Think of pectin like a little broom sweeping away cholesterol and keeping your blood sugar under control. Why does that matter? Because high cholesterol and high blood sugar are two of the biggest enemies of your kidneys. They damage the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys, the delicate filters that have already been working overtime for decades. I remember one of my patients, a 68-year-old woman who had lived with diabetes for more than 15 years. When I suggested she swap her afternoon sugary snack for just one apple, she laughed and said, "Doctor, what good could an apple possibly do?" But a few months later, her lab results showed her blood sugar and cholesterol had improved. She came back to me and said, "I never imagined something so simple could make me feel so much lighter." That's when it hit me again. The power of consistency is truly remarkable. Apples don't just help your lab numbers. They're full of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, like tiny repair crews quietly patching up damage in your body. And here's another bonus. Apples act as a gentle diuretic. That means they help your body release extra sodium and fluid, giving your kidneys a well-deserved break from overload. And here's a little secret many people miss. The best part of the apple, the richest source of nutrients, is right under the skin. So wash it well and eat it whole. Don't peel away the very gift nature designed for you. Number 2. Red grapes. Have you ever noticed your heart racing or your blood pressure climbing without a clear reason? Here's something important to know when your heart struggles. Your kidneys suffer too. They're partners for life. One pumps the blood, the other filters it. And this is where a small but powerful fruit comes in, red grapes. Inside that thin skin and tiny seed lies a remarkable compound called resveratrol. Science has shown that resveratrol helps keep blood vessels flexible, preventing the hardening of arteries. For your kidneys, that means blood flows more smoothly, with less pressure and less damage. I'll never forget one of my patients, a 72-year-old gentleman who loved eating a handful of red grapes every day. When I reviewed his records, I was surprised to see how healthy his blood vessels looked compared to others his age. When I asked him his secret, he just smiled and said, "Doctor, I just enjoy a few grapes while I read the morning paper." What I want you to take away is this. Sometimes it's the simplest, most consistent habits that protect your health. Just a small handful of red grapes can lower blood pressure, support your heart, and ease the burden on your kidneys. And if you're worried about blood sugar, don't be. Red grapes have a low glycemic index, which means they won't send your sugar levels spiking like candy or cake. You can enjoy them safely. Number 3. Cranberries. And now, I want you to picture a little fruit, tart, even puckering on the tongue, but carrying the strength of a brave gatekeeper. I'm talking about cranberries. Have you ever had a urinary tract infection? I bet many of you, especially the women, know that uncomfortable feeling all too well. And here's the truth. For older adults, what starts as a small infection can turn into something serious. Bacteria can travel upward to the kidneys, causing damage that may eventually push you closer to dialysis. That's where these bright red berries show their power. Cranberries contain natural compounds that stop bacteria, especially E. coli, from sticking to the bladder and urinary tract walls. And when bacteria can't cling, your body can flush them out with ease. I once cared for a 74-year-old woman who suffered from recurring urinary infections. We tried many treatments, but what finally made a difference was so simple. Just half a cup of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice added to her daily routine. After a few months, her infections were dramatically reduced. She called me one evening and said, "Dr. Hassan, for the first time in years, I can sleep through the night without waking up in pain." So, here's the key. Always choose pure cranberry juice. No added sugar. Sugar just puts more strain on your kidneys. If the tartness is too strong, blend the berries into a smoothie with banana or pear, or sprinkle a few fresh cranberries over your morning oatmeal. And there's more. Cranberries are rich in antioxidants, helping fight inflammation and even lowering the risk of kidney stones. Few people realize they can also protect your gums and oral health. And gum infections can actually lead to inflammation throughout the body, including your kidneys. Isn't it amazing? One little fruit, defending you from your mouth all the way down to your kidneys. You see, protecting your health doesn't always mean expensive medications. Sometimes, the simplest things, like a handful of cranberries, are the most powerful weapons against the silent damage of disease. Number 4. Watermelon. Do you remember the last time you bit into a slice of cool, juicy watermelon? Just the sight of it can make you feel refreshed. But I want you to imagine something deeper. If that slice can calm your mind, it can also soothe and cleanse the kidneys that have been working tirelessly for 60, even 70 years. Watermelon is over 90% water, which means every bite is like giving your body a gentle summer rain, washing away extra sodium, urea, and the little toxins that cling after filtration. I often tell my patients, think of watermelon as a summer shower inside your body. It also contains citrulline, an amino acid that improves blood flow. And you know this. When blood flows well, your kidneys filter well, Research even shows citrulline helps reduce inflammation, that hidden enemy slowly eroding kidney function in older adults. I had a 66-year-old patient who often complained of unstable blood pressure and mild swelling. Instead of dessert loaded with sugar, I encouraged him to add a slice of fresh watermelon to his lunch. Within a few months, his blood pressure was steadier, the puffiness around his eyes improved, and he told me he simply felt lighter, healthier. And if you'd like to add a little variety, try blending watermelon with fresh mint and cucumber. Suddenly, you don't just have a refreshing drink. You have a natural medicine, a gift to your kidneys, helping them rest and recover. Number 5. Blueberries. There's one tiny fruit I like to call the blue jewel for your kidneys, and that's the blueberry. Have you ever felt like your body is rusting with age? That's the work of oxidative stress. Free radicals act like tiny specks of rust, slowly eating away at your cells, including the ones in your kidneys. But blueberries, with their deep blue-purple color, are packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that act like a protective coat of paint, keeping your kidneys from rusting. A Harvard study even showed that people who eat blueberries regularly have lower inflammation and better blood circulation. And for older adults, that means your kidneys get the chance to work longer, stronger, and more efficiently. I'll never forget one couple in their 70s. Longtime patients of mine, they told me every morning started with a bowl of yogurt, topped with a handful of blueberries. And here's the amazing part. Their annual checkups were so consistently stable that I used to joke, maybe I should just prescribe blueberries to everyone. You can enjoy them fresh, blended into a smoothie, or sprinkled over your oatmeal. However, you choose. Just remember, every little berry is working quietly to protect your kidneys from inflammation and aging. Number 6. Lemons, citrus fruits. Have you ever heard someone complain about kidney stones? I've seen patients doubled over in pain, sweating from the agony caused by something no bigger than a grain of sand, sharp as glass, cutting from the inside out. And here's the truth. Sometimes, all it takes to help prevent that is a warm glass of lemon water in the morning. Lemons are rich in citric acid, the natural enemy of kidney stones. It helps dissolve them and keeps calcium crystals from clumping together. Plus, lemons provide vitamin C, boosting your immune system and protecting you from infections, including urinary tract infections that can put extra stress on your kidneys. One of my patients, a woman in her 60s, struggled with recurring kidney stones. I suggested she start her mornings with warm water and a few slices of fresh lemon. She was hesitant at first, worried it might upset her stomach, but within just a few weeks, she noticed easier digestion, less bloating, and, most importantly, no return of those painful kidney stones. And if you don't love the sharp tang, don't worry. Add lemon to herbal tea or mix it with cucumber slices in your water bottle. It's an easy, refreshing way to give your kidneys a daily cleanse. My friend, after more than 25 years in medicine, here's what I've learned. Your kidneys don't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be wise. And wisdom doesn't always come from expensive drugs or complicated treatments. Sometimes it's sitting right there in your fruit basket, an apple, a handful of red grapes, a few cranberries, a slice of watermelon, a bowl of blueberries, or a warm glass of lemon water. These small choices, repeated day after day, add up to a lifetime of difference. Do you know what brings me the most joy after all these years? It's not writing prescriptions. It's watching my patients change the little things in their daily lives. And because of that, they gain more years to live well, to laugh, to enjoy their families. If today's message spoke to you, please tap that like button so I know you're here. Hit subscribe so you don't miss more health tips designed just for you. And share this video with a friend or loved one, because sometimes something as simple as an apple or a glass of lemon water might save them from the dialysis chair. Start today. Protect your kidneys. One piece of fruit at a time. I'm Dr. Layla Hassan, and it's an honor to walk this journey with you.